All right, creatures, let's talk about Ring of Honor. It was so rushed. Half the show, I would say half the show was absolutely rushed. For what reason, I have no clue. Like I said before, with them filming the shows after one another, Ring of Honor is the afterthought after the bigger shows are filmed. So they rush through some of these matches and they rush to give you a show. They try to give you a little something, something. So they're like, hey, we rather give them something rather than nothing. So if it's rushed, it is what it is. And honestly, I didn't like how the show flowed tonight. Now we started off with Athena against Nikita in a Proving Grounds match. This did not go well for Nikita, even though she did start it off taking control like immediately for like a minute or two before Athena took her ass out. Now, after the match, she still continues to attack on Nikita up until the point that Hikaru Shida comes out for the save. Now, Athena rolls out the ring and she forgets her title in the middle of the ring, and Hikaru Shida gets her hands on it and she's like, bitch, next Friday, I'm winning this title. Now, I didn't mind the exchange between the two of them, but the match felt really, really rushed. And to be honest, Proving Ground matches are supposed to be 10 minutes. If that person lasts 10 minutes, they get a title shot. So I didn't see her getting that. But that was just the beginning of how rushed the show was going to feel. Now, after this, we have Cole Carter and Griff Garrison versus two local jobbers. And this was quick too. And let me just say this. I see the improvement in terms of Griff Garrison. You've been in the gym. I see you worked out. And I see that they have more chemistry as a tag team in terms of we see them having several combinations that they're doing together as a team. We see a little bit more teamwork. However, with this being pretty much a squash, they're trying to show off what it is that they can do in the ring as a team. And with them having this very high momentum, I don't understand why. It was sloppy. I see what they were going for, and they did not look good to me in terms of what they were doing in that match, because I guess they were I don't know, this burst of energy that really made it look very sloppy. I didn't care for this at all. Now, but they do end up taking the win, and like I said, I see the potential. I see somewhat of an improvement, but calm the fuck down when you guys are in the ring. With them rushing, probably telling them, hey, get this thing done in 3 minutes. These guys are trying to do whatever they can in 3 minutes, and then it looks sloppy. I don't like it. Now, we had Dalton Castle versus Nick Comoroto. Nick Comoroto has a head full of hair, and his chest has more hair than on his head. It's great to see him back. Y'all know Nick is pretty much a resident jobber at AEW. But we haven't seen him for quite some time. Now he goes against Dalton Castle. Dalton Castle come out with two new boys that really aren't doing it for anybody, but it is what it is. And I'm not gonna lie, I'm bored. I didn't really see anything that I cared about in this match. Normally Dalton Castle makes me laugh and he's able to show his wrestling ability. And tonight, I just don't know what it is. I think he's still playing off that he misses the boys and he's miserable without them, and I get it, but it's like, all right, the quality of the matches are taking a hit because of this. Dalton Castle ends up taking the win. Taya Valkyrie comes out and she's doing a lot of yapping on the microphone as she's walking down the ramp, when really it was just a distraction while Johnny TV was coming from behind to attack Dalton Castle. And Dalton Castle got his ass whooped by Johnny, but Lord have mercy, Johnny TV, I mean, you can see every muscle, every cut, everything, and I'm just like, whoa, his physique just took me by surprise. I don't know what it is, maybe I didn't notice before, but he looks absolutely freaking amazing. I don't know if you can get in better shape than that. He looks great. I'm gonna just put it this way. The whole storyline was so fun to begin with, and then them taking custody of the boys, I thought, okay, this is gonna get even funnier. It went nowhere. It literally went nowhere, and I'm just like, oh my gosh, they really had a funny, entertaining story Matter of fact, some parts of the story had got viral and people were wanting to watch Ring of Honor to see what the hell these two idiots were doing, and it was fun. And now all of a sudden, things just got weird since they added the boys being, given to Taya Valkyrie and Johnny TV, and it's just like, y'all kind of forgot the whole story or whatever. The whole thing, I'm gonna say it's just dead. It's unfortunate. So up next, we have a video from Mark Briscoe. We finally get a chance to hear from Mark and his response to going against Eddie Kingston for the Ring of Honor World title. When I say this video was done so beautifully, I absolutely loved the way they put this together. Mark Briscoe, it has this video package where he pretty much is, cutting a promo on Eddie Kingston. While that is playing, they took an old promo from his brother Jay and mixed it with that. And the way they did it was just flawless, absolutely flawless. I don't know if it's on YouTube, but I did see it on Ring of Honor's Facebook page. So for anybody who didn't see that, want to see it, it's so good. Whoever produced that shit it's lovely. I'm looking forward to that match with that video alone. I absolutely enjoyed it. Mark Briscoe seems to be ready. I don't think that there's any stipulations for this match. It would be really great if it was some type of hardcore type of match. I'm not sure. It would have been great. I don't know necessarily if that's the route that they're going for, but the two of them are really selling me when it comes to the pay-per-view. Other than that, ain't nothing really much going on with the pay-per-view. Just a couple of matches so far announced. Now, after having a lovely promo like this, they ruined the vibe with Colt Cabana and Brandon Cutler with God knows who they were in the ring with. Look, I'm all for kooky wrestling, fun shit or whatever, but these guys, they don't do anything for me. They don't add anything to the damn show. Like, real talk, Colt Cabana used to be somebody in this business, and now he's over here just doing what with Brandon Cutler? Like, I just don't understand. I understand y'all trying to be funny or whatever, but nobody's laughing over it. Now, we had trios action with Top Flight, Action Andretti versus a trios group called KPK. I don't know who they are, but I want to know who they are, and I would love to see these guys in the ring again. Their presence, I really like their presence. I believe they're Middle Eastern. They're giving me that Middle Eastern vibe, but they look so great together. They have great chemistry with each other. You can tell that they've been in the ring for quite some time with each other. And what Ring of Honor could use is another trios. We hardly have any legit trios. Action Andretti, Top Flight, they've been working together since Dante came back, and they're great in the ring too. But we can use some more trios. I would like to see these guys again. This was one of the better matches on the card. It felt a little bit longer than the other matches prior to that. This is where the show started to pick up a little bit, in my opinion. Top Flight and Action Andretti, Lord have mercy, like, they are just flawless. Like, if they don't win tag titles or trios titles or the 6-man tag titles, very soon, something is wrong. These guys are just absolutely amazing, and I can't wait to see more from them. They do end up taking the win, but guys, on Saturday, Top Flight are going against Big Bill and Ricky Starks in the first round match for the tag team tournament in AEW. Good luck to them. It's a possibility that they can win. Hey, it's 50-50. And if they did win, it would be much deserved because these guys have been working so hard and they're just amazing in the ring. And hopefully somebody back there is recognizing how well that they have been performing and put some gold on these guys. Up next, we had Kiera Hogan versus Diamante. This is the second time these two are going against each other. This was a really great match. At times it was slow, I'm not gonna lie. However, they worked really well with each other. And I'm looking at this and I'm like, okay, Diamante had got the first win. I wouldn't be surprised to see Kiera take the second win. In my opinion, I did prefer Diamante in this match a little more than Kiera, but I see what they're going for. Kiera takes the win, and they each have a win against each other, and and I'm thinking they're going for a third. Hopefully not on the pay-per-view. Definitely not on the pay-per-view. Tony Khan, do you hear me? We don't want to see that shit next week. Give it to us another time. Just not so close to this match. Now, we do have Evil Uno versus JD Drake, and I kid you not, this is the longest match of the night, and I was really surprised. I thought this was going to be really quick, but they actually gave us a really great match. Evil Uno, who's supposed to be a heel, I don't know if he's from Canada or whatever, but they're just cheering and chanting his name all freaking night. And I was like, maybe everybody in the audience is his family member or something. I don't know. But I don't remember ever hearing him really get cheered like that, especially not recently. And they really gave a really great match. JD Drake is very great in the ring. As big as he is, this dude on the top rope giving us a moonsault, even though Evil Uno moved. It's amazing to see what these bigger guys can do. Like, you look at them and you will absolutely underestimate them. And when they get in the ring, they'll show you things that you don't think guys their size can do. Anthony Henry is going to be out for a while because you guys know Anthony and JD are a tag team. They literally could have gone for the tag titles at the pay-per-view had Anthony did not break his jaw. So right now, he already had his surgery. And now he has a broken jaw, so he can't do anything. So he's going to be home for quite some time before he can get back in the ring, which is very unfortunate because they absolutely have taken a lot of momentum as a tag team these past few months. And I honestly thought we were going to see them go against the Undisputed Kingdom at the pay-per-view. But unfortunately, due to the injury, that's not going to happen. I forgot to mention this before we go to the main event. Renee Paquette was on here. Renee Paquette, that I've never seen on Ring of Honor at all. She was on here, and well, you know what? Maybe she was on the first episode. You know what? Let me not lie, because I can't 100% remember. But it was so strange to see her there instead of Lexi. She was interviewing Lee Johnson. Lee Johnson basically put out there that whoever wins the main event, he don't care who it is, he's going for the TV title. And I knew it. I absolutely knew they were pushing him for the TV title. I don't know about him winning it, but I knew they was going to push him for him to go against Kyle Fletcher at the pay-per-view. Let me say this, that I put, one and one together earlier. Ethan Page, I believe 100% was that dude that they were pushing to go for the TV title against Kyle Fletcher. Out of the blue, they just stopped pushing him. I don't understand why, even though I was criticizing him a lot. I was criticizing the promos, and I was saying that he needs more personality in the ring. I still feel like that's the direction they were going with, and suddenly they stopped pushing him. And then here comes, maybe like a week or two, I saw a picture of Ethan Page winning some title at some promotion. I can't really remember what it was, but that was like a week or two ago, within that time frame. And I'm like, okay, it's not that he's not doing well enough to be in the ring. He literally won a title somewhere else. But what happened to that push that he was getting to go for the TV title? I think it would have been a great thing for Ethan. He was on the right path to going for that title, especially after that I Quit match that he had at the Final Battle pay-per-view. I just don't get it. Sometimes it's just like we starting with something and then we just abandon the ship. I have no clue what's the point of that, Tony Khan. Now, our main event is Blake Christian versus Kyle Fletcher. Match of the night, obviously. These guys are so amazing. Blake Christian, if y'all don't know him, y'all need to look him up. He's absolutely amazing in the ring. I've hardly ever heard him speak. But in his matches, I've never seen anything bad from him at all. Now he's going against Kyle Fletcher for the TV title, and they had an amazing match together. Kyle Fletcher, the blonde hair is not working for me, but that's not what it's about. It's about how he performs in the ring, and he's absolutely amazing. I knew he wasn't going to lose this title, but at times it really felt like Blake Christian really had a chance. If he really wanted to win, he could have taken that title from him. Now, I want to say this. Kyle Fletcher obviously takes the win and retains the title. And Lee Johnson comes out and he's just staring and putting his, hands around his, by his waist like this, showing like he's going to get a title or whatever. And I'm not going to lie. I don't necessarily see Kyle retaining next week at the pay-per-view. I feel like they might have bigger and better things for him to do in AEW, especially that Will Ospreay's over there, and maybe that they're willing to take another step with Don Callis' family. So I'm not 100% sure or confident that he will actually retain at the pay-per-view. I'm not entirely sure. But the show itself, up until, I want to say, Kiera Hogan and Diamante, that shit was rushed. It was rushed. And then it's a whole bunch of stuff that people don't really want to see, and it's just like, I don't understand. Like, you have to put yourself in other people's shoes, Tony Khan, and whoever else is over there. You're charging people $10 to watch this, and you're giving a rush show. And like, why would people want to feel like they want to buy this if you're going to do this consistently? I don't understand, And I don't want to keep coming on here and just, I'm not shitting on them. I'm literally giving constructive criticism, I believe. And I want them to succeed. If they really want to succeed, I think their best bet is to go back to Orlando, do their shows over there, take their time and have, great matches. If they have a smaller crowd, who the fuck cares? Like, we want a better show. I don't give a damn if there's 50 people there or if there's 50,000 people there. That doesn't matter to me. It's what you guys are putting out there. I don't want to see a show for an hour, less than an hour, and then you want us to believe that $10 that people are spending where they could use it somewhere else. You know what I mean? And they just have to do better. I have nothing else to say about Ring of Honor right now, but other than that, the pay-per-view is next week. So it's on Friday. It is part of the monthly subscription. So if you do have a subscription, the pay-per-view will be included. So there's no extra fees with that. I will be live doing a watch along with that and then do a review on that. So if you want to check it out, come see me. I think it's 7 o'clock next week, Eastern time. So come on over and watch me do a watch along, or you can watch my review after the show. Guys, thanks so much for watching my review. I'll see you guys on Saturday for Collision.